Oopsie. Okay, there we go. Get flip. Journal. Okay, this means that since Total Recall is available, that means March is gonna come back. That's good. Yeah, let's view a story recap. A mysterious celestial body entangled by 3 paths appear by the Milkyverse mirror. Morpheus, the Eternal Land. Next stop. I thought it was going to be narrated. curses. Okay. Start the mission.
It's still early. Where to now?
Ciao, ciao. Vroom. Hi, Don Han.
Glaya, with all due respect, this trial is taking far too long.
It feels like we've waited for 42 days. Haven't even. Well, I mean,
What do you think of this, Trinan?
It's not possible to tell for sure what goes on within the vortex. All I can hear are fragments of speech and distant battle cries.
Is it Fainan's voice?
I'm not sure. It's difficult to make out clearly. Wait, no!
Lady Trinan.
Snowy's voice. I can't hear him anymore. There's a sun-like existence in the trial. It's burning him up.
goodness. Turn it up a little bit.
It has come to this, after all.
What now?
Get ready, my Demos.
Plan B. We pull him out when something goes wrong. As I promised you, Aglaya, I will intervene in the trial this time to bring your deliverer out to safety. But that's as far as I will go.
Of course. I know this is not the time to demand any more from you.
Discerning. All right then. To be as prepared as I can, I hope that the two Outlander warriors can also join me.
That might not be a good idea. The core flame trial is many times more complicated than a standard ritual. Even the slightest misjudgment, misstep, or hiccup could result in grave consequences. Our two distinguished guests are not obliged to risk their lives for the flame chase journey. Let me join you instead, Lord Mighty.
What? Uh-oh. Hold on. Exit. Exit. Wait. Ah. What? Hold on. Sorry. Okay.
Glaya, this trial's taking...
What do you think of this, Trinan? Is it Feinan's voice?
I'm... Wait, no!
Lady Trinan,
There's this...
It has come to this, after all.
What now?
Get ready, my Demos.
Plan B. We pull... As I promised you, Aglaya, I will intervene in the trial this time to bring your deliverer out to safety. But that's as far as I will go.
Of course. I know.
Discerning.
that might not. Our two distinguished guests are not obliged to risk their lives for the flame chase journey. Let me join you instead, Lord Mighty.
Join me in the trial to look for Feinon. And when we do, Glaya's golden thread will guide us back out. Assuming we survive Nikador's wrath. If something bad were to happen, Casterus, your priority is to ensure the safety of these two. I can find a way out on my own.
Yes, Lord Mighty.
Thank you both for your valor. Time to get to work then. Let me have the honor of taking the lead in this battle.
I'm so parched. When you are ready, I will preside over the ritual on Trinon's behalf.
Yes. In quantum. Okay. Oh, this managing eyes are okay. You and me. I don't know. Do I need you? Okay.
Our reinforcements from beyond the sky. Warriors of high esteem. Please close your eyes and hold your breath. They once kept the fate of this world, and many other challenges safe from the devastating rage of strife. They now seek to venture deep into the trial of divinity, and prove their will to destroy our enemies, as foretold by the prophecy. When the hammer of strife strikes the anvil of the warrior, the heat and impact will leave behind scars, and between them, a demigod shall rise.
Very well. Come forth then. Souls foreign to this realm, and warriors in the making. Follow me into the mist and flames, and come face to face with the greatest fear in the depths of a warrior's heart. And with thy strength, banish the darkness and usher in sunlight. Let all lost souls find courage on a long journey back home.
What's the matter? Surprised? Where there's strife, there's carnage. It shouldn't come as a surprise to see such a sight in Nikidor's trial. I don't see him around here. We should go first. Let's pray he stays safe. Huh. The greatest fear in the depths of a warrior's heart, huh? So, this is what he fears the most.
A disaster for Akama. So much for the king of those outlanders.
You won't get away, Kremno and vermin!
Be on alert. The smell of rust is thick in the air.
Tell me your name, brute. Your demise shall be a tale I boast about at the feast table.
My name is Perdiccas, and I am here to avenge my people.
Kremnoans and Akamans are at war?
Perdiccas? Even the tragic cries of beasts at the slaughterhouse sound better than your name.
Say whatever you like, despicable Akaman. Better to die in battle than return even in glory. May the Kremnoan spirit always watch over me.
Foolish brute. I see you're eager to die. Very well then. I shall grant you just that. It's a pity, though. You're too late. You will never stop the Holy City's army. Watch as I make this pathetic warrior of yours the first sacrifice.
Mightimos, my king, avenge me.
Is this?
You're next.
Face your death, cowardly king!
This insatiable bloodlust is a product of Nikidor's wrath.
Here, try this!
I
Pretty good
can't
crowd
die, but
Burn it up! Tough luck running into me!
Ready to lose yourself? You can fight it, or rock with it!
use all your might. Burn it up. Through my forever do.
Let's rock! My turn!
Burn it all. Absurd. I know this, Akaman. Strife contorted an honorable warrior into this perverse and twisted being. And that horrible noise. I can hardly suppress my bloodlust when it sounds. This battle cry must have gone to Finon. That's why he lost himself. What a useless fool. It's nothing. Let's go. That voice is Cartonis? Not you too, Cartonis.
Mighty Mouse you are. Destroyed all the wicked king. Here to take my life finally.
I won't ask how this happened, nor will I hurt you like you said. I just need you to tell me where Finon is.
All of this you know very well. Leave our city, cursed son of Gorgo!
I have no intention of hurting you, Cartonis.
Humiliate me you shall not! Leave! Get out of Okima! Get out! Symbol of your sovereignty, take it! Signet of Kremnos, bask in blood-soaked glory, your kind alone!
This is Mother Signet. It's here again. knew it.
Something is going on.
Finally gone mad, despicable vermin. With your mad king. Perish together in that maelstrom of battle! Mighty Mouse you are.
Okay, I missed what was said. 1 second.
Destroyed all the wicked king.
I won't ask how this happened, nor will I hurt you like you said. I just need you to tell me where fine.
All of this, I have no humiliate. Get out!
This is... It's here again. I knew it.
Ah! Finally gone mad, despicable vermin. With your mad king, perish together in that maelstrom of battle!
Enough! Be quiet! You were not at all Cartaginous. Look out! Nice move.
Done.
Parted the waters.
What did I pick?
So, you You are Dan Heng. What did you go through before meeting us? You mean you saw your past too? The trial of strife is a vicious one, all right. This might not be a single person's trial, but an arena for every challenger to engage their own delusions in a bloody battle. I saw someone from my past a while ago. Someone Finon has never met. We can only hope this battlefield is nowhere as extensive as I imagined it to be. Let's first follow the sounds of battle to their source. The battle cries seem to be getting a lot louder.
This will be the end of you, Outlanders!
I agree.
Cursed brutes.
Just as I thought. This is where the battle cries were coming from. The true entrance to Nikador's trial. I'm seeing him for the first time, but there's no doubt about it. What I'm sensing can only be Strife's bloodlust. The one manipulating this battlefield is Nikador himself.
My demise. You are a keen warrior indeed.
Yeah. I guess.
You know me?
The blasphemous prince. Of course I know you. And I happen to know that you're here for the soul of that white-haired warrior.
Great. Let's cut to the chase then. Hand over that poor excuse for a sword master, so we can be done with this farce.
No. I applaud your courage and strength for coming this far, but you have chosen to besmirch the dignity of one who has fallen, and I cannot turn a blind eye to that. He faced the greatest fear in the depths of his heart, and fought with exceptional valor, though he eventually succumbed to the brutal onslaughts. I have since brought him to the rear battleground, and granted him glory worthy of his courage, tenacity, and sacrifice. You wish to take him away? Sure. Pick up a spear and prove that your resolve can rival his. Of course. Cowards who hope to avoid bloodshed are better off disappearing from my sight this instant.
Your opinions are of no interest to me, Mad King. If it's a fight you're looking for, then you will get one, Titan. I will put you to rest once more with my curse of immortality.
Commendable. Your noble mother displayed the same spirit with the spear in her hands.
Don't you dare speak of her.
Why not? She challenged the former Kremnos king to a duel, even knowing that it was a deadly
generation of strife. How dare you talk about her past?
Oh.
Enough of this nonsense. You should be wielding your weapon at the god of strife. Battle me and put a swift end to this! Your hatred is as clear as day, my neighbors. I must have struck.
But thanks to that, I have also come to realize.
This is why you killed your father for the throne. Only to let your signet sink to the bottom of the sea of souls, refusing to let the glory of Kremlos live on. This is why you sealed the strife tide, only to reject the core flame, letting strife continue instead. Oh, child of now, show me what you are capable of. Show me if you have the power to put out the flames of your very own destiny. I will rip your chest apart, Titan. The same way I ripped apart that former king. I see you wish to keep peace. Come at me then. Ignite the flames of your fears and step onto the battlefield. Take this fierce battle to the boundaries of strife and consume me, or lose yourself in the fight. Watch your defeated corpse burn. Remember this. The son of Morgo will be crowned in blood. You, the successor of Kremlos. White warrior knew he was no match, yet he chose to fight till his very last breath. What about you, MikkiMouse? Can your murderous intent match up to what fate has in store for you? Prove to me that you are worthy of this power. Mournful cries, miserable wails. Kings of Kremnos, this is the power you desired? Dying soul, face me, accept your punishment. Burn it all. Through my blood, forever do.
Time.
Burn it all. In the name of Varys, I grant you the blood of strife. I can hardly contain it.
To travel far away.
Thanks. Burn it all.
Try hard sometime. Watch this awesome move!
This song's for you. Keep up! Ready to lose yourself? You can fight it, or rock with it!
Told ya I could fight.
Dying soul, accept your punishment.
In fear you shall abandon your mortal body, King of Kremnos!
Specimen in sight. Deep breath.
I can't die, but
Burn it up. My turn. Here. Try it again. To travel far away. Think to try hard sometimes. Watch this awesome move.
burn it all.
Commencing research.
Dying soul, accept your punishment.
Ready to
Let's rock.
Forever do. Found you. I did my best.
There's no need to worry. His soul is in a stable condition. With ample rest for both body and mind, he'll be up and about in no time.
The greatest fear in the depths of his heart. Lord Finon must have been forced to relive his past during the trial, and revisit his homeland that had fallen to the Black Tide.
In all likelihood.
That is correct. He was willing to entrust the core flame to the Chrysosayers, because he was also pinning his hopes on us to succeed him in shouldering the responsibility of resisting the Black Tide.
It is one of the culprits that drives the people of Anvorius to madness. It was during the Era Bellica that this unspeakable thing first appeared, like a plague, alongside the three titans of calamity. Nobody knows where it came from or how it came to be. What we do know, however, is that it is steadily encroaching upon what little remains of this tranquil land, much like a rising sea closing in on an island from all sides. It is for this very reason that it became known as the Black Tide. Those who succumb to it lose their reason and humanity, becoming vicious, mindless monsters. Mortals are not the only ones susceptible to its influence. Even gods and titans cannot escape from it.
According to Naias, Nikador, though one of the embodiments of calamity, also bears the responsibility of fending off the Black Tide. Perhaps that is also why Lord Finon threw himself into the trial of strife so
But now, we must look for alternative means of igniting the flames of strife.
Perhaps that is also why Lord Finon threw himself into the trial of strife so readily.
So, Aglaya, what should we do now?
You know very well the decision doesn't lie with me. As the successor to Krymnos, Mighty, you know better than anyone that if it was simply about emerging triumphant on the battlefield of strife, you and your people could manage it with ease. But ultimately, the heavy burden of divinity can only be borne by one. It is foolhardiness and indecision, not the unclaimed seed of divinity, that pushes this world into the deathly fog.
Don't worry, Dee. This isn't the first time he's been like this. A long time ago?
I'm not worrying about him.
Oh, alright. You're a little quiet, though.
I'm sorry. That was rude of me. What I meant was, I know that man can pull through for sure.
It's alright. Being straightforward suits you better. Actually, Dee, there's something we're curious about. What did you see in Nikador's trial?
Something that terrifies me. Isn't that ironic? There shouldn't even be a word for fear in the Kremnoan language.
Do you think you stand a chance against that thing that terrifies you?
Is this also part of your grand scheme?
What do you mean?
Aglaya knew that Finon might fall. And she expected me to take his place. That was the plan all along, wasn't it?
Yes. Looks like you know everything.
I have no intention of condemning you for it. The Flame Chase journey is not a game, and I have long understood this. With the downfall of strife, and the ever-growing threat that the Black Tide poses. If Circes and Ornyx are also impacted, ramifications will be dire.
They are the only two Titans who are still lucid and willing to coexist with humanity.
Regrettably, I do not hold the key to completing the trial. If I wish to conquer that fear, I need the assistance of my fellow Kremnoans. Give me some time to speak with my people. It won't take long, I promise.
Ah, I see. There is strength in numbers, but you must know that the trial to become a demigod is ultimately meant for only one individual. Your people. They have been eagerly awaiting a new king all this time, haven't they? If you take on the divine role, they will have no reservations about following your lead. After all, you're the hero of Castrum Kremnos.
I once was. But Lady Trebios, therein lies my deepest fear. We'll talk again later. I'll be back.
Dee? Regardless of what happens, we will always be there for you.
Thank you. The person I'm looking for is probably in the hot bath. I should go take a look. Billowing steam always brings back memories of furnaces in our homeland. Children left unattended by their parents? That's not safe. You shouldn't run around in here, kids.
Hey, it's the Crown Prince! Are you also here for a bath?
I want to hear stories about princes on the battlefield.
The Crown Prince? Are you Kremnoans?
Yeah, we are! The grown-ups said we used to live next to the arena. Well, next to the parts next to it anyway.
My dad is a centurion with the Hydra Lancers, and my mom is the bravest warrior in the God Shield Brigade. We used to get tons of silver coins from Mr. Crateros.
My parents are serving in the Holy City garrison now. As warriors of Kremnos, they're braver than any Achaemen.
Why are you kids here alone? Where are the grown-ups?
Mom and Dad were asleep, so we snuck out to play hide and seek with Mr. Crateros.
That old man can be such a child sometimes. You know where Crateros is? I happen to be looking for him.
Sorry, I don't. Come to think of it, we haven't seen him in a while. Did he get lost while trying to find us?
No way! Mr. Crateros is a member of the Royal Wing Elites. He's the best at hunting down enemies. He was counting near Verax Leo when we went to hide. I thought about taking a peek, but who knows if it might be a trap he set.
It was prudent of you to be cautious. So, which Verax Leo was he with?
It's, just take a few turns after you go out from here. It's close to the backs.
All right, I'll go look for him. You should consider the game over and head home for now. And don't play around the hot baths again.
Wait, Your Highness!
Is there something else?
I heard you retrieved Nicodor's core flame. Does that mean we get to go back home soon?
Have you ever been to Castrum Kremnos? You were all born in the Holy City, and are living lives no different from the Achaemens. Everything you know about our people comes only from the tales of others. You have never even witnessed the blade in the sky with your own eyes. How, then, is a city you've never seen your home?
Because this place is definitely not home. Mom and Dad told me that the children of Kremnos are born to wield swords and fight on the battlefield.
They also said that the Kremnoan detachment led by the Crown Prince is the bravest army across all of Emphorius. No one can defeat them.
The kids in the Holy City don't play with us. The moment they find out that our parents are Cremnoans, they shun us. We don't care. We all know that the Crown Prince will take us home one day.
That time has not yet arrived. But, young men of Kremnos, heed my command. Return to your parents at once. From here on, you are to dedicate yourselves to rigorous training and a healthy diet. You must not neglect these two aspects if you are to become a brave warrior of Kremnos.
That's actually really cute.
Only by following this path can you be deemed worthy of returning home.
Yes, Your Highness!
The future of Kremnos. I should find Krateros. There he is.
That! Oh, it's the Crown Prince of Castrum Kremnos.
Get a grip. We're here by order of the Council of Elders. Even the Chrysos heirs have to think twice before doing anything to us.
Out of my way, lackeys of the Council.
The Civil Guard of Akama is on official duty. Please keep out of this area.
Calm down, my lord. Play nice.
Don't make me repeat myself.
I'll allow you to pass this time, but just this once.
So, you think yourself knowledgeable? Then here is a question for you. Do you know how Chrysius Leo in Castrum Kremnos came to be mounted on the wall? I don't know, my lord. How did it come to be? Let me enlighten you. A long time ago, the founder of Castrum Kremnos led a group of warriors to hunt down a lion on the outskirts of the city of Tritos. That vicious beast had been a menace for years, and the bones in its den were stacked even higher than the peaks around Akama. But do you know what happened? Nary a moment had passed after the beast's head peeked out of its den, when the Kremnoan warriors surged forward and brought it down within the blink of an eye, shattering its knees with a single strike. And then, why are you red-faced already? We haven't even gotten to the best part yet. It's your storytelling, my lord. You're weaving such a captivating tale that it got my blood pumping. Please, go on. Well, if it isn't Lord Mighty. It's been a while. Oh, what in Akama is happening? To what do I owe the pleasure, son of Gorgo?
Krateros. My esteemed teacher.
Let's talk somewhere else, Mighty Mose. I'm tired of speaking with this silly lion.
What about the Council's informants?
Those two hyenas are nothing but scavengers of rotten meat. They couldn't bite even if they tried. They can follow us if they want to. Let's go. Wait, so how in the world did Chrysius Leo get mounted on the wall? Keep up with us, you hyena. Oh, sorry. I meant officers.
Hey, old man, how dare you? Calm down. Calm down.
Don't fall behind now. Unless you want to upset our friends here.
Don't you dare try any tricks with us.
We're almost there.
Why have you stopped?
This is a nice spot for a private chat.
Shall we, sir?
Let's do it.
What are you up to? Someone help!
Some privacy at last. So, tell me, why have you come to seek this old man's counsel?
I came to discuss the future of the Kremnoans.
Interesting. I heard the core flame of the Lance of Fury has been restored, though not by your hand. And you're even considering giving up Nikador's divine power. Is this true?
Those rumors are not entirely groundless.
In other words, you did entertain the thought of giving up the throne of Kremnos and forsaking your people.
The divine power is not equivalent to the throne. The path of strife is also not our people's only way.
Enough with the word games. You, of all people, should understand the plight of the Kremnoans. Think about all the warriors of the Kremnoan detachment who left their homeland with you. Think about their children. Only the yearning for our former glory days has kept us going all this time. If they ever learn that the crown prince they look up to so much is actually toying with the notion of stepping down, think of the disgrace it would bring upon your departed mother, MikkiMouse. You best remember that she died for you because of Europon's schemes to restore the glory of Kremnos.
Since you've brought that up, tell me, who is responsible for my father's death?
Are you trying to shame me, MikkiMouse? I may be old, but I haven't become so decrepit that I've forgotten it all. Of course I remember that Europon died when the Kremnoan detachment surrounded him. You drove the spear into his chest with your very own hands.
That was merely the final outcome. Do you still not see it? What led my parents and our people to their downfall is none other than the strife we speak of. The quest for glory. The tenet of valorous death before glorious return. This is the creed of every Kremnoan, no matter whether these beliefs are justified or not.
Don't be ridiculous. The only thing that could slay a king is a spear. Even an infant knows that much. I swore to your mother that I would guard your crown with my life. I never foresaw that the son of Gorgo himself would be the first to turn his back on the Kremnoan spirit. Gorgo. Your mother bore that name. The name of the great founder of Castrum Kremnos. And she upheld that name with honor. If you choose to turn your back on her legacy, like a wretched deserter, do not fault me for withholding my loyalty,
hold on.
MikkiMouse.
I came to discuss the future of our people with you. But it appears this is not the right time yet.
Go, mighty. Ha! That's what those Chrysos heirs call you, isn't it? Go down the path you have deemed correct. Deep down, you have always been one to do as you please. And I am well aware that no one can deter you once you've made up your mind. But don't you ever dream of renouncing the traditions of Kremnos. We may reside in Akama now, but we remain eternally bound to strife by blood.
Bloodlines no longer hold any significance in this era of destruction.
My young lord, always bear this in mind. Never reveal your vulnerabilities to anyone. A lion should never dwell amidst its prey, especially when it wields power enough to dominate the entire hunting ground.
Europon, the boy did nothing wrong! This is murder! Do not sully the noble name of Kremnos with the blood of an innocent child. You mustn't reveal your weaknesses to the enemy.
Enough! My decision is final. We must use this child's life to preserve the soul of the great Nikador. We must save Castrum Kremnos.
Don't be absurd! Those tiny hands lack the strength to even lift a spear. Do you truly believe him a threat to Castrum Kremnos? You'll be ending the bloodline of Kremnos if you do this. Our millennia-old glory will become nothing more than a joke.
Have you forgotten that we Kremnoans place no value in bloodlines? It is through pure bloodshed and slaughter that the kings of Kremnos have ascended to the throne. As for our millennia-old glory, it has always been a joke in my eyes. Glorify it all you want, but it will not alter the nature of slaughter. Those who revel in it are but murderers. They are no more noble than the most monstrous beasts in Amphorius.
Enough with your words! Among all the kings of Kremnos, which one did not inherit the crown only after plucking it from the lifeless body of his father? But listen to yourself now. Do you truly believe you can cleanse the blood from your hands through mere words alone?
Nay, quite the contrary. I will end this cycle of bloodshed. Starting with this child. With these blood-stained hands, I will end it all.
Your failure is inevitable, European. You are just a coward who can only raise his blade against his own child! A beast that murders his own kin. Royal Wing elites and Ephors of Kremnos! You cannot sit idly by and watch this atrocity unfold. If you consider yourselves the honorable sons and daughters of Gorgo, then take up your spears and join me in putting an end to this bloody charade!
Does anyone else have any objections? If so, come forward with your spear and prove your mettle.
Understood.
5, 4, 3. No one dare stand by my side. Cowards! Has that crown stripped you of your courage? 2, 1.
It appears there are no objections. Then, in accordance with the Kremnoan Council's principle of tacit consent, the decision is final. With all present as witnesses, this child shall descend into the Sea of Souls, where he will nourish the Lance of Fury and join the fallen heroes. May fate and the gods await your arrival, my son. Mighty Mos.
Stop!
If you have more to say, then speak. On account of the life we have shared together, I grant you this one final chance.
With the Blade of Fury above us and the Council bearing witness, I, Gorgo, hereby move to challenge the crown in accordance with the laws of Kremnos. O unworthy king, in the name of the Council of Elders, I demand that you duel me!
Very well. We shall see who the Kremnoan blade strikes down.
Mightimos, my son. They all tell me to forget. But how could I ever? The son of Gorgo will be crowned in blood. If there is no Kremnos without the crown, then I shall seize the crown and smash it to pieces to bring the people to their senses.
Miss, you're awake. That's a complicated question. I'm not sure I can answer that. I apologize for arriving uninvited. I saw that you were still asleep, so I took the liberty of waiting nearby. I bring a message from Lady Aglaya. She has prepared a gift for you and Dan Hong, and wishes to present it to you in person.
Gimme, gimme.
I'm glad you're in good spirits. All right, let's set off.
Okay. Okay. The timer went off, so I gotta go. But I'll be right back.
streets are bustling. Now that Nikador has fallen, the soldiers in the city can finally catch a break. Is that Lady Treby and Lady Trianne?
You must have forgotten. This is a precious relic from our hometown. We definitely all saw it back then. Trianne, this is a counterfeit. We both know it's impossible for something this fragile to have survived all those years in one piece. Nothing is impossible. We are fragile too, but we still got through those sad times. Ugh, look at that color and how it glitters in the light. It's exactly as we remember it. Why won't you buy it? If someone else gets to it before us, we'll miss our chance forever. Calm down, Trianne. You need rest.
Please, there's no need to fret. If you need more time to make a decision, I can put this aside for you until tomorrow. Or until you're ready?
No, it's all right. Trianne is just... She'll come to her senses tomorrow. We'll be off first. Trianne is just... what? Trianne is super mad, that's what! You've forgotten all about Mama! Mama gave us something just like this before! Trianne...
See you tomorrow? I hope you two patch things up soon.
See you tomorrow. May the winds of fortune bless you.
It's so hard to understand what they're thinking sometimes.
Excuse me, if you don't mind, could you tell me what Lady Treby and Lady Trianne were discussing just now?
Oh, it's Miss Castoris. It's been a while. Well, honestly, I'm not quite sure myself. See, I have a little hobby of collecting handicrafts. Some time ago, I found this trinket being sold at the Marmorial Market and bought it to use as decoration at my stall. When Lady Treby and Lady Trianne walked by earlier, Lady Trianne happened to catch sight of it and promptly insisted that it was a precious memento from her hometown. Lady Treby believed it to be a counterfeit. She said it couldn't possibly be from Yanisopolis. The likelihood of such fragile glassware surviving the Chrysos War is simply too low. For some reason, Lady Trianne became awfully upset after hearing that.
I see. Madam, would you mind selling this trinket to me?
Certainly. It's just... if it truly is a relic from Yanisopolis, it could be worth a small fortune. Miss Casterus, I'm running a business here after all, so...
I understand. Feel free to name your price.
And what might your concerns be, my friend? Fine. I'll sell it to you at cost, as a sign of goodwill, Miss Casterus. Just promise to support my business in the future.
Much appreciated. Thanks for helping me out. I'm not one to venture out often, and while I have some savings, it takes a lot out of me to even talk to people, let alone haggle. Had you not been here, I would have been set back plenty. The authenticity of the piece isn't important. What matters is that it holds special meaning for Lady Trianne and reminds her of her hometown. I've long wished to show my gratitude for Lady Trianne's care, but I haven't been able to come up with any ideas for a suitable gift. This chance encounter today feels like divine intervention. Perhaps this is the gift I've been searching for. Still, this trinket is admittedly rather fragile. I will have to make some adjustments and stitch it onto wool felt to protect it. That way, no matter how much Alright, back to business after that little detour. Let's keep moving. Don't stray far now. We've already kept Lady Aglaia waiting long enough. It seems your friend arrived before us.
Welcome, Cass. And you as well, trailblazer from beyond the sky. For all that has happened, it was never our intention to drag you two into the battle against Nikador and jeopardize your safety. To express our gratitude for your kind, trailblazing endeavors, we would like to present you with the highest honor of Akima. This is the Dew of Divine Blood, brewed from crops nourished by the blood of the Titans. It is said that only 12 bottles existed. The last 3 bottles are now being kept in the treasure vault of Akima. Back in the days of prosperity, cities fortunate enough to acquire it regarded it as one of the greatest treasures ever. Unsealing it during a ceremony held in honor of 2 cities' diplomatic ties was the highest form of respect one could show the other. And now, in keeping with tradition, Akima dedicates this drink to our esteemed guests from beyond the sky, in appreciation of what you have done for us. Very perceptive, Mr. Dunhung. Your heroic deeds have proven that you come in good faith. With the Dew of Divine Blood as testament, we wish to forge an alliance with the Trailblazers.
Danny have sharp eyes indeed. You'd make outstanding members of the Twilight Courtyard. No need to worry, by the way. I can tell from Lady Aglaya's tone of voice and micro-expressions that she's being genuine. Not only are you guests from beyond the sky, but you've also done so much for Akima. You're practically heroes to us all. Lady Aglaya would never subject you to Aquila's judgment.
Hyacinth, thank you for taking care of the wounded of the past few days.
Oh, it's no trouble at all. The patients are very cooperative when we attend to them. I'm just thrilled to see them all going home healthy again. Oh, it's Cassie! Oh, I've missed you. Miss! You can't say that! Lady Aglaya should always be Lady Aglaya. As an acolyte of Aquila, I'm here to bring healing light to the world. Plus, I've heard you're also children of the distant skies. Fate must have brought us together. Can we be friends? I'd love to hear your tales of the sky. And oh, it's a rare occasion that Akima presents such an invaluable gift to guests. Lady Aglaya, may I have the honor of tasting it too?
Of course you may. Esteemed guests of Akima, please believe me when I say that this gift carries no hidden agendas. As for the matter of the Alliance, you need not give me an answer here and now.
You
Dad doesn't need my help with things like this.
Oh, yay! Then I'll get started on my questionnaire.
Allow me to do the honors. This young lady is Hyacinth, assistant lecturer of the Newsporists at the Grove of Epiphany and head nurse at the medical institution known as the Twilight Courtyard. Many of the Chrysos heirs suffered injuries during Mikado's attack on Akama, so the Grove sent Lady Hyacinth to treat the wounded in Akama.
But what I'm really good at is helping people sort out what ails their mind and spirit. If you're ever feeling troubled, come find me. A little sunbathing in the courtyard will chase all your worries away. Well, it looks like everything's sorted out now. The patients have also all recovered. I think it's time for me to head back, Lady Aglaya.
I would love to keep you in Akama for a few more days, but I would hate to provoke the ire of the Grove. As it happens, Akama intends to send a messenger to the Grove for updates about the research on the Black Tide. We also want to communicate our desire to discuss the retrieval of Circe's core flame at the earliest convenience.
Oh, that sounds pretty serious. Lady Aglaya, you can't be asking me to...
No need to fret. We won't put you on the spot. Trianne will be going there as the diplomatic messenger of Akama, and Castros will be accompanying her.
I happen to have a few questions for Professor Anaxa as well, regarding the missing Titan Thanatos.
If you're not keen on just sitting around, Miss Trailblazer, why not go with him? The Grove is a picturesque place, perfect for sightseeing.
That's a wonderful suggestion. Come visit the Grove Grave. I'd be delighted to show you around.
In that case, do bring this spindle along with you. This tool, called the weft, is used to spin thread and has been passed down in my family through generations. Though it doesn't see much practical use nowadays, it's become a symbol of great significance. In this respect, it is the perfect token to represent my will. If you encounter trouble at the Grove, just take this out and show it to them. While you're in the Grove, the golden thread of the weft can also render all things around you visible, regardless of whether they're corporeal or not, allowing you to see things as I would. Castros knows this too. Make good use of it. Trianne is already waiting for you at the outskirts of Akama, so I won't keep you any longer. May your journey be smooth.
glad to be in your company again, miss. Thanatos controls my fate, in a sense. The curse I bear came from them, and they have something of mine. Something of great importance that I must get back from them. When I was studying at the Grove alongside Phynon and the others, Professor Anaxa was responsible for teaching us about the Chrysos heirs and the Titans. That's also when I met Miss Hyacinth. She was Anaxa's teaching assistant then. The Grove of Epiphany is Akima's partner academy. They look after the core flame of Circes and are the organization at the forefront of researching phenomena such as the Black Tide and the Titans. Several Chrysos heirs are based in the Grove, including Miss Hyacinth and Professor Anaxa. The Grove of Epiphany is Akima's partner academy. They look after the core flame of Circes and are the organization at the forefront of researching phenomena such as the Black Tide and the Titans. They also provide academic research support for the Flame Chase journey.
Oh, I came here with a colleague from the Twilight Courtyard. I've asked her to pack her luggage in advance, so she's already waiting for us by the city gates. Let's go meet up with her. Look, there she is! And Lady Trianne. But who's that they're looking at? Did something happen, Clementine? Oh, that's a serious injury. Miss Hyacinth, this man was discovered by Trianne! Trianne was in a bad mood this morning, so we went to the outskirts of Akama for some fresh air. But then we found him collapsed on the roadside. Trianne knows the city has good doctors, so Trianne brought our new friend into the city to look— I was waiting here for Miss Hyacinth when I bumped into Lady Trianne. But by then, this man was already in critical condition, so I had to perform some emergency treatment first. Trianne knows the city has good doctors, so Trianne brought our new friend into the city to look for a doctor. I was waiting here for Miss Hyacinth when I bumped into Lady Trianne. But by then, this man was already in critical condition, so I had to perform some emergency treatment first. These wounds, they're caused by the Black Tide. This is bad. Clementine, prepare a ward for this man at once. I'll treat him myself. It's a miracle he's still alive, considering how badly the Black Tide injured him. Gray, Cassie, and Trianne, would you mind making your way to the Grove first? Once this man is out of danger, Clementine and I will join you. As a healer, I cannot ignore those in need of medical attention.
I understand. May fate have mercy on this poor man.
Trianne believes he'll get better. Everybody, follow Trianne! Fly, fly, fly away from Akama! Down this road we go, to the skies we fly, leaving Akama behind! Little Cass, little Gray, are you ready?
You might not be aware of this, but using the sentry gate takes a significant toll on Lady Trianne.
Mm-hmm. Trianne promised Treeby that we wouldn't open the gate unless we had no other choice.
I'm ready too.
Okie dokie. Everybody, let's hold hands. To the Grove we go!
It's harder than I thought to sew gemstones onto Wolfeld.
Cass memmy memmy mem. Memmy mem mem mem.
Mim wants to try sewing. Here, why don't you give it a go? It's hard not to like Mem when they're so adorable. Oh, this is amazing. It seems as if their voice has become more intelligible after the battle with Nikador. After spending the last few days together, I feel like I'm gradually gaining the ability to understand what they're saying. Even if it's just a little.
Is everybody awake? Little Gray, little Cass, and a little pink puppy? Puppy?
It's already action hour. Lady Trian, I hope you're well rested. You were talking in your sleep. Did you dream of many things?
Sleep talking? What did Trian say?
Something like, Mommy, doll with sword, let's fight together. We'll be brave.
Ugh, it's so embarrassing. Please don't make fun of Trian.
Of course not. Wasn't Lady Trian's mother also the Holy Maiden of Yanisopolis?
Uh-huh. Mama was the strongest holy maiden in all of our history. She also gave us the prophecy of deliverance. And she had red hair that looked like a cute red mushroom. But Trian can't remember what Mama looked like anymore. Not even in the dream just now. Memmy mem. Memmy mem 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 memmy mem mem. Memmy mem mem. Memmy memmy mem mem memmy memmy mem mem. Memmy 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 mem. Mem memmy mem mem mem. Memmy mem memmy mem mem. Mem memmy mem 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 mem. Mem 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 mem. Boom. Mem memmy mem 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 mem. Memmy mem mem. Mem 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 mem. Mem. Trian thinks that's a great idea. Can the pink puppy help Trian out? Memmy mem 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 mem. Yay! And I'll call you Little Memmy from now on. Mem 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 mem. Mem. Memmy mem 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 mem. Mem 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 memmy mem. Mem mem. Mem 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 mem. Me mem 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 memmy mem. Mem 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 me mem mem. Memmy mem 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 mem. Okie dokie. Trian remembers that we need to help Aggie ask the big tree whether Circes would be willing to visit Akama. If we follow this woven trail and keep going upward, we'll reach the grove in no time. Mem mem. Memmy mem mem memmy mem.
Legend has it that whenever they requested an audience with
Mem.
It's the Bough of Rift, the divine body of Circe's. Flora began to grow where they planted their roots, and this flatland basin upon which we stand gradually became a large, verdant forest. A long time ago, Thelesis, the first scholar, led the masses to build a garden and courtyard in the forest, naming the site the Grove of Epiphany. There, people sought mental clarity, knowledge, and enlightenment.
Oh, Trianne knows this. Everybody says that was how this big academy came to be. Mem.
Something feels off. The Grove has always welcomed scholars. So too would Circe's give us her delicate leaves and extend her branches in greeting. Yet, it seems both the Grove's messengers and the Titan are indifferent to our arrival. That doesn't seem likely. Miss Hyacinth didn't mention anything about it.
Maybe everybody's still asleep because classes haven't started yet. They don't want to be disturbed, so they shut the entrance.
This place is too quiet. What in the world is going on?
Oh, Trianne found it! Everybody, fly across to the other side! The entrance on the other side. Where could it be? Eyes are so sharp!
I knew you would find it. The courtyard of Storky should be just ahead of us.
Oh, this should be spent wisely.
As I expected, something's not right here. Not to mention that this whole place is also eerily quiet. That's possible.
Hello? Is anyone there? Oh. Huh, no one's here.
I have an idea. Lady Trianne, could you lend me that golden spindle? Do you remember? Lady Aglaya said this. While you're in the grove, the golden thread of the weft can also render all things around you visible, regardless of whether they're corporeal or not. This is achievable because the grove is not only where the roots of Circe's are, but also where the chrysalis of gold manifests. Oh, Nestia, with the weft as my vow, I beseech you, entwine my body with your golden thread and affection. Well, these lines are documented in the Handbook of Nestia's priests. So, if I'm not mistaken, we should be able to draw power out of this butterfly exuvia with the golden thread.
There isn't a reaction. Did it not work?
But that shouldn't be. Are they white dryad flowers? No, these aren't white dryads. These are shadows of dead white dryads.
Dead Mim? Shadow?
Strictly speaking, these white dryads are still plants. They only gained sentience as a result of Circe's blessing of equality. But their sentience is minimal when compared to that of humans. These flowers have already died. What you see here are just faint afterimages of their souls. However, this also means that the golden thread has definitely connected with the Titan's presence. Without the golden thread's outlines, we would not have been able to see them at all.
But what happened to them? Why are there only tiny shadows of them left?
Mem, can you read their memories?
Let me try. Black cloak, sword toward the great tree.
I have a bad feeling about this. The deathly fog of Thanatos is fast approaching.
Oh! Trianne will be on high alert! looks really scary.
No, it's neither of those. This is a creation of the Black Tide. Such creatures are formed when living beings are corrupted and turned into deformed hollow husks of their former selves. Everybody, stay alert. Regardless of what has happened to the Grove, the fact that we're seeing the remains of a Black Tide creation here definitely doesn't bode well.
Should we inform Aggie about this? Mem! The monster is alive! Trienne will protect everybody!
Trienne, please hide behind us. Miss, let's do this. As expected, the words black, sword, and cloak. They're talking about the Black Tide. With it!
More season.
Yeah! Deep breath!
Since you're already here, why not have a meal before the game?
Rules are made to be broken.
Back.
I think something bit me.
You can fight it, or rock with it!
Deep breath! You defeated it! Little Gray! Little Kaz! You're so strong!
To think the Black Tide has spread this quickly to the Grove despite its remote location. I'm afraid a world where strife has fallen is far more dangerous than we ever imagined.
Oh no! Does this mean that Akuma is also in danger?
Looking at this mess, it seems the scholars at least succeeded in fending off the first wave of attacks. But at what price?
Lady Aglaya, after a few days of surgeries, both major and minor, we were able to save the life of that patient found on the outskirts of Akama.
Thank you again, Hyacinth, for your hard work.
The scarring of his organs was especially severe, a result of the Black Tide's corruption. It's a miracle he's even survived. I can't say for sure when he'll regain consciousness.
Don't stress yourself out over this. You've already done everything in your power to save him. There's no need to hurry to the Grove either. You deserve a good rest now. Tribi, I have some things to tell you as well. There's something strange about where that patient came from. He is not Akaman. The way the stitches on his clothes are hidden is quite unique. Such craftsmanship is undeniably from the Grove.
The Grove? You mean...
Now that I think about it, Castris and the rest should have arrived at the Grove by now.
Trienne just got in contact. The Black Tide has invaded the Grove. We haven't detected any survivors, even with the help of the Golden Thread. What should we do, Aggie?
The Black Tide is posing an even greater risk to us now. I did not expect the Grove to be the first to be impacted, though. Can they tell where the core flame is right now?
We see it. The core flame is still there,
But...
but they can't see for sure whether the Titan has also been corrupted by the Black Tide.
Please let them know that for now, the most pressing task is to identify the core flame and transfer it to a safe place as quickly as possible. We must also search for survivors and find out exactly what happened to the grove. Oh, and find Anaxa. Unless something went terribly wrong, he should still be alive.
They've set off. Please, stay safe, everyone.
I pray for their safety too.
Aggie, how do you know that Anaxa is still alive?
I know that man all too well. If that blasphemous performer knew that he was not long for this world, he would most certainly try to seize the core flame and drag the Titan down with him.
Is this a joke as well?
No, I'm being serious this time. We're facing threats from both within and without Akima. The merciless carnage may have ceased, but Akima's nemesis continues to sharpen their blades even now. They may have even prepared the gallows from which to hang us already.
You mean...
Even if the divine authority of strife is as yet unclaimed, the Black Tide is advancing more rapidly than I expected. I fear this tragedy is more than a mere natural disaster. Alas, it's too late. The Council will likely take this opportunity to do something... I will try to keep this under wraps for now. But you must also take care and be prepared for anything that may happen.
All right. Should I inform Hyacinth about this?
Not for now. She must be exhausted after performing surgeries non-stop for so many days. I don't want to overwhelm her with this bad news.
We can only hope that the Grove weathers this crisis with as many survivors as possible.
That being said, based on the condition of this patient, Treeby, we should prepare for the worst. It's likely he is the only one who managed to escape from the Grove against all odds.
Everything will be fine. The people at the Grove are really smart. They'll definitely be able to chase away the Black Tide.
How should I put it? Lady Aglaya doesn't trust Anaxa at all, I'm afraid. Believe me, she is far nicer to the two of you than she is to Anaxa. Despite being a Chrysosaur, Anaxa resolutely believes that Titans and prophecies are a load of nonsense. During our regular citizens' assemblies, he always votes to oppose the Flame Chase journey.
Mem? Trienne knows the answer to that. Everybody says that Circes, who symbolizes reason, is the most tolerant of novel ideas. Apart from Kefali, they're the Titan who treats us the best.
Yes, That is how we formed an agreement with these Titans who bear no harm toward humanity. If they agree to support us on our flame chase journey, we will wait till the final moments of the journey to restore their core flames.
With the exception of Voronix, that is. They didn't lend us their power willingly. Memmy mem memmy mem mem memmy mem mem. Memmy mem memmy mem 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 memmy mem 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 memmy mem.
That is true. It's also fortunate that these gods weren't corrupted by the Black Tide and did not descend into madness.
Trianne believes Circe's will be alright. After all, everybody says that the people of the Grove are really smart. So, Little Gray and Little Cass, just leave the task of finding Anaxa and everyone else to Trianne. It's easy for Trianne to look for people because we can fly.
Good idea. In that case, please bring the weft along with you, Lady Trianne. The golden thread will be much more effective from up above. Please promise us that you'll take care of yourself.
Okie doke. If Trianne gets in trouble, we'll look for all of you. In return, if you get in trouble, remember to call for Trianne, okay? We'll come right over and open the gate for you.
That's the other thing I wish to mention. Do not open the gate unless you have no other choice, Lady Trianne. Your body is not in good shape at the moment.
Okay. We will keep that in mind. Trianne was just trying to help.
Of course, we know that. After all, Lady Trianne is a demigod, the most powerful among all of us here. Remember all those brave heroes and the tales you've heard. They would always save their strength until the very last moment. That way, they could ensure that nothing went wrong with their plans. Isn't that right?
Mm-hmm. In that case, brave Trianne shall clear the way for all of you. Memmy mem memmy mem mem. Memmy mem mem mem. Memmy mem 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 mem. Mem mem mem. Memmy mem mem mem.
So many monsters.
Memmy mem 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 mem. Memmy mem. Mem. Memmy mem. Memmy mem. Memmy memmy mem. Memmy mem 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 memmy mem. Mem memmy mem mem mem.
I can't open it. It was probably sealed in order to ward off the Black Tide. Yes. Most of the doors on Amphorius are sealed using the power of Yanis.
Are you serious? Just a mere door, and your first instinct is to call on the gods? Before you try unlocking the door, perhaps you should first find a way to clear the fog that clouds your vision. My name is Anaxagoras, one of the 7 sages of the Grove of Epiphany, and the founder of the Newsporists. Before we go any further, rule number 1. Do not call me Anaxa. Rule number 2. Never interrupt me. Silence is golden. The person standing here and conversing with you right now isn't the vestiges of a memory. Rather, it is the culmination of the greatness of science and the pure, irrefutable, and undeniable exalted truth. Through the wonders of alchemy, I have shattered my soul and transmuted it into gold before burying it in this spot. I have recorded these words so that visitors may learn where their next destination lies. Nothing is impossible. Having said that, alchemy is not omnipotent. Each time you hear from me, an equivalent part of my soul is being consumed as the price. In other words, this voice isn't created out of thin air. That's because my precise calculations account for every possibility. I also know that you have already discovered the cause of the calamity at the Grove, the Black Tide, and that you mistakenly believe that the scholars have been wiped. But that is where you're wrong. While the Black Tide was still approaching the Grove, the sages found a way to evacuate the vast majority of the scholars. They are heading toward the holy city of Akaba as we speak. Only a small fraction of the scholars stayed behind with me to defend the Grove. If all goes well, Cersei's core flame will reach Akaba before long. But since you have accessed this message, something unforeseen must have occurred. For now, you should continue onward to the Luminary Throne, where you may retrieve the core flame. And our mortal remains. And now, the objective is complete. That is all.
Miss, judging from your reaction, you must have found a useful memory. Professor Anaxa? That's a lot to digest at once. I'm sorry. Please give me some time. You don't have to take that too seriously. For some reason, he's especially particular about his full name. Professor Anaxa theorizes that all beings originate from the same source and have a similar composition, which in this case refers to the soul. He calls this theory Newsporism. It is an extremely complicated theory. You should get him to explain it himself if you're interested, provided that he is still alive. Yes, that seems like the only good news so far. We can just focus on retrieving the core flame then. I do not wish to consider this possibility. Perhaps they were just unable to transfer the core flame, but managed to escape. It is located at the top of the giant tree, and is where Cersei's core flame is kept. According to Anaxa, the core flame should still be there. But making our way there won't be as simple as the professor made it sound.
Mem. Mem, memmy, mem, mem. Mem, 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 memmy, mem, 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 memmy, mem, mem. Mem, mem, memmy, mem. Memmy, mem, 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 memmy, mem. All right.
Right. Let's see whether he left any similar directions for us along the way.
Memmy, mem, mem, mem. Memmy, mem, mem, mem.
Alchemy is truly incredible. No, you didn't imagine it. I heard it as well. I'm afraid that someone's probably nearby. As we are unable to ascertain whether they are friend or foe, we better remain cautious. Found it. The voice is coming from over there. No. It seems to be coming from somewhere even further that way. Let's go check it out.
Regardless of what you do, a stone won't be able to speak. Such a lively little bunny. You even smell a little familiar. What a smooth-talking child. I'll accept your praise.
Who are you? Keep your distance and identify yourself. Otherwise, you'll face the consequences.
The scent of Thanatos. I recognize you. Idonia's renowned goddess of death.
Since you are aware, stop provoking the authority of death. Answer my question.
Baring your fangs at me. How cute. Just call me Calypso. I greet you on behalf of the 7 sages and the litophagists. course not. Just ask the fair lady beside you. She'll definitely know the reason why.
Be careful. Even if the head of the Lotophagus has never shown their true identity before, we shouldn't trust this person so easily. The Weft could not detect her presence just now. That would be out of the ordinary if she were truly a phantom body. But if she is someone who has passed on, I should be able to tell. Let me test her.
Do you mind if I join your private conversation?
That would be rather inappropriate for someone who isn't even willing to reveal their real self. Forget it. However, I'm going to ask you some questions. Please answer them truthfully. If you can do so without hesitation, we won't treat you as an enemy for the time being.
A pop quiz? Well, that sparks my interest. Go ahead.
What was the topic for the grand finals of the 752nd Great Debate?
Is a flying arrow in motion or at rest?
Who was your representative?
Medea. She went up against Phynon of the New Sporists.
Who won?
Nobody won because the 752nd Great Debate never took place. What I just mentioned happened during the previous debate. Phynon emerged victorious and obtained his 10th consecutive debate wreath. Also, to alleviate your worries, I shall provide you with a piece of information that's more valuable than the Great Debate. Anaxa the New Sporist is still alive. I saved him, and he is now recuperating at the Luminary Throne. So, are you satisfied with my answers? This dumbfounded expression of yours is much more adorable and likable than the previous one. As the saying goes, seeing is believing. Why don't you follow me to the throne and take a look for yourself?
I'll keep my eyes on you at all times.
Oh, that's truly an honor. As long as we can get the water wheel turning, we'll be able to use it to ascend. So, the solution is to awaken this heart.
This heart is the source of all water in the grove.
Indeed. When the sparks of inspiration burst forth within the grove, dewdrops fall and land within the pool.
Seems like it won't be possible to fill it up with just the few of us.
Just come with me. We must first retrieve a treasure if we want to awaken the heart.
This should be spent wisely.
Is that the Chamber of Purifying Tears?
You have a good memory.
Why exactly did you bring us here?
My intention should be obvious. See that shallow pond over there? Water lilies grow there. Initially, Circes watered them with their tears, while Nestia nurtured them with affectionate love. They are a token of the eternal companionship between the two gods. All the two of you have to do is to cross the deep well and retrieve the golden bough of vows for me.
Ma'am. Ma'am. Ma'am.
You're making it sound so ominous.
We can retrieve it, but I advise you not to waste your time on any schemes.
Oh my. I'm helping you to eliminate your worries and obstacles, and yet I receive nothing in return? Besides, the bow is essential for awakening the heart and drawing water out of the source. If you can't find it this time, we can just remain trapped here for the rest of eternity.
Ma'am.
You're overthinking things. We're all in the same boat. Although it would be absurd to say that I have no other motives. Since you've brought it up, I might as well take this chance to explain. I'm simply making use of this opportunity to see what you two are made of. So, is that truthful enough for you? Now is not the time for me to elaborate further. As a student of Anaxa, equivalent... Now is not the time for me to elaborate further. So, please proceed. Equivalent exchange should be something that you are familiar with.
I cannot deny that. Miss, since our interests are aligned right now, it's better for us to do as she says. Besides, she knows about my past. Even though I'm not able to elaborate much, I can tell you that she has reasons to fear me. If you unfortunately turn out to be her ultimate target, please don't worry. I will promptly intervene. vessel stored here.
Flowers.
How smart.
Slows you down low heat, but stir fry over high heat. Since you're already here, why not have a meal before you leave?
You can fight it, or rock with it!
My back. More season.
Rules are made to be broken. Turn it up!
Since you're already here, why not have a meal before you leave?
Deep breath! Let's rock! You can fight it, or rock with it!
Here, try this! I think something bit me.
More heat. Since you're already here, why not have a meal before you leave? More season.
Deep breath! Let's rock!
My back.
Rules are made to be broken.
Since you're already here, why not have a meal before you leave?
I think something bit me. Here, try this!
You can fight it, or rock with it!
Sorry, Jen.
Just a scratch. Let's rock. You can fight it, or rock with it!
I think something bit me.
Rules are made to be broken.
Deep breath!
Turn it up!
I think something bit me.
Keep up! You can fight it, or rock with it!
Here, try this!
Let's rock!
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
trap set by her.
Looks good.
So this is the Golden Bough of Vows. I hope that the Titan will not take their anger out on us.
So lustrous and beautiful. It's even more magnificent than before.
Memcal. Mummy mem mem. Mummy mem mem. Mummy mem.
Understood. My apologies, Pink Bunny.
Memmy bunny mem? Mummy mem mem mem.
Is this the legendary Golden Bough of Vows?
We'll know once we test it. There's a secret passageway behind the pond. It's faster if we take that path.
How do you know this place so well?
Well, I'm one of the 7 sages after all. We're here. Could you kindly pluck a petal for me and place it into the pool? Now, can our little goddess perform that again?
Huh?
That being the oath of Nestia's priests.
Right. Got it. Oh, Nestia. With the weft as my vow, I beseech you, entwine my body with your golden thread and affection.
Mem! Memmy lit up.
It's just an ancient promise between the Titan and humans. So, what do you think? It really is the Golden Bough of Vows. And I did not set any traps for you, right?
That is indeed true.
You look like a sad, lost puppy. Even if this is indeed a scheme to get you to lower your guard, you don't have any other choice but to play along, do you? Therefore, why don't we just put everything aside and work together? We can always determine who's right and who's wrong once we overcome this.
Yes, I agree.
Great. Then, let's ride the water wheel.
However, giving us half-truths is not the right attitude for cooperation. Furthermore, according to the principle of equivalent exchange, since we have passed your so-called trial, isn't it time for you to make your intentions clear to us?
Ah. I really can't bear to look at your sad expressions. Although you only cleared a simple trial, I'm willing to make an exception and treat you with sincerity. I'll allow each of you to ask a question. But not the little bunny. So, ask away.
Well, in that case, miss, please go ahead.
As I've previously mentioned, I'm one of the 7 sages of the Grove of Epiphany. If you think that this answer is insufficient, then I'll add to it. I'm the leader of the 7 sages. Well, it's your turn now, little goddess of death.
My question is, was your previous answer the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
There's no point in making this unnecessarily complicated.
That applies to you as well. However, we do not harbor any hostility. We merely want to avoid any potential harm to us. Lady Calypso, if you want us to work together more effectively, I advise you to answer my question honestly.
All right. I was completely truthful in my response just now.
With all due respect, omitting facts can also be considered deceit.
Is that so? Regardless, I still stand by my previous response.
Then please lead the way. After all, facts speak for themselves. The truth will come to light once we arrive at the Luminary Throne.
All right, all right. I originally thought that you were just a beautiful flower planted in the mortal realm by the hand of Shadow. But now, I see you have some prickly thorns, too.
I'll just consider that a compliment.
Indeed. I'm complimenting your charming naivete. All right, go ride the water wheel. I'll wait for you up there. Speaking of which, don't you also have a red-haired companion?
Memmy mem. Memmy mem.
Not too much. It's just that I seem to hear the sound of a bee buzzing around.
Lady, your metaphors are not worthy of praise now.
No match for me.
Whoa! It's little Gray, little Cass, and the pink puppy!
Lady Trianne, are you all right? Were you hurt?
No, Trian flew high up into the air so the monsters couldn't reach us. Yup! The spindle that Aggie gave us is so powerful that Trian seems to have found Nax. He's near the treetop. Even though our perception of him is very weak, it's not like the White Dryads from before. But since Trian was alone and afraid that it might be dangerous, we did not fly there to take a look.
It seems like Lady Trian did not forget our promise. Anaxa is indeed still alive, and he's at the Luminary Throne right now. It seems like Lady Calypso did not lie regarding this.
Huh? Calypso? Who's that? Oh, so you found a survivor! But the golden thread doesn't seem to be able to sense the person you're talking about. Mem! Mem, 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 mem. Mem! Mem, 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 mem.
Coming and going without a trace. She's such a strange person.
Oh! Actually, Trian also found this. Could this be related to the person you're talking about?
This is a piece of burnt cloth.
Yup! Trian found it on a branch not long ago. Trian even used the golden thread to search around and found that the entire grove is giving off a similar aura. Memmy... Memmy mem mem mem... Mem mem memmy mem? Trian doesn't think so. Because when Trian picked it up, we didn't see anything at all. And judging by the golden thread, the aura seems to be all around.
Lady Trian, where is the aura gathered at right now?
It seems to be... Oh! A little higher and a little ahead of us.
The Dome of Devotion. Calypso, just what are you hiding?
made to be broken. Ready to lose yourself?
You can fight it or rock with it.
This is our chance.
Let's rock. That's it.
So this is defeat.
Mr. Yang's here! Yeah!
Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice. Time for treatment. Stand down.
Here, try this! Thanks a lot! Told you I could fight! Here! Try that again!
Ready to lose yourself?
You can fight it or rock with it.
Time for some hardship.
Turn it up.
You can't run! Gotta try hard some. Watch this awesome move! Try that again!
Let's begin. Good.
Ready to jam.
Keep up.
Told you I could fight!
That's it.
You can't run!
Ready to lose yourself?
You can fight it or rock with it.
Time for some hardship. You know nothing of the weight behind this power. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
The golden thread is vibrating more and more violently!
Everyone, let's be even more cautious. There's no one... Hold on. The butterfly of divine mind is gone? That can't be. Was it for fending off the black tide? Or perhaps...
What exactly is this butterfly of divine mind? Is it a very powerful guardian monster?
No, how should I put it? It's considered a safeguard for the Titan's core flame. This butterfly is created from Nestia's remaining divine mind and bears the responsibility of guarding the core flame. Legend has it that someone can only pass the trial of the butterfly by proving they possess pure and unselfish love within their heart. Only then can they awaken the great tree to open up the path to meet Cersei's.
But how are we going to prove it? Mem 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 mem.
Sorry, but even I don't know how. After all, this is a secret among secrets that only a select few in the entire grove and even Amphorius know. Rather than worry about this, Lady Trianne, did the golden thread react to anything around here?
No. That unknown thing seems to be even farther ahead and higher up. Mem.
Perhaps we can try again. Let's see if the butterfly will still react to the golden bough of vows despite having dissipated. If it's indeed the token mentioned in the legends, there should be a reaction. Let me give it a try. Oh, Nestia. With the weft as my vow, I beseech you, entwine my body with your golden thread and affection. Lady Trianne, and even Mem? Where have they disappeared to?
Little Gray, little Cass, look over here, quick! Mummy is about to burst into flames!
The voice seems to be coming from the Star Chase atrium.
Little Gray, little Cass, it's bad. It's very bad. I'm fine.
Lady Trianne, what exactly happened just now?
Trianne and Memmy were looking around to see if there were any mechanisms nearby. But just as they went to take a closer look at that big piece of amber, they were surrounded.
I see. Let's get a move on. The orbs belonging to Ornyx's priests